Shalom, call halal Yahweh Shemil Shabbat Shemakak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, so this quick lesson is going to land back on yesterday's lesson, just a little more, hopefully visual. Here's the NWO, the New World Order in the Bible. All right, Psalm 64 and 2, in the King James, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. We know who the wicked is, the nation of Edom, the ones that are in rulership today, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. In the NIV, hide me from the conspiracy of the wicked. That's the New World Order, the conspiracy of the wicked, from the plots of evildoers. Hide me from the plots of this evil mob, from this gang of wrongdoers, okay? From the scheming of the wicked, all right? Now let's take a look at that. Tried to do this yesterday. Let me see. Make sure this is down. Here's how you're able to pull this off without getting the whole blocking going on. So this is the Brothers Channel, GMS Awakening 144. May 11th, it says, this is exactly what they are doing, and they're telling the people. Okay, so I'm going to narrate this. He said, she said. She's going to speak to him, and I'm going to narrate and stop this so that we can. She goes, Malcolm. Apparently this nigga's name is Malcolm. All right. She says, you have a lot on your mind. He says, a sustainable population of our planet is no more than 500 million, which is on the Georgia Guidestones, the first law, if you will, of the 10 Commandments of the Georgia Guidestones was maintain humanity at less than 500 million, right? Today we're at about 8 billion, right? But that was the first commandment on the Georgia Guidestones, which is the New World Order, which they were putting in your face what it is that they intend to do. And here it is, right? So this is the secret counsel of the wicked right here. And what they have to do is they have to put the truth in order for their left-handed magic, right? Their spiritual power on the left-hand side, dealing with Satan and Satanism, praying to their god Satan. In order for that to work, they have to abide by a certain protocol, and that protocol is to show you what they're going to do before they do it, okay? Which is what the Georgia Guidestones was about, okay? That was showing you what their intentions are before it comes back, so that if it succeeds, they can say, well, look, we showed you what we were doing. And that's what this is, this movie. They do it in the movies. All this is part of their left-hand magic, all right? Witchcraft, they're showing you what their intentions are. No more than 500 million, that's him speaking. She says, and we're willing to kill 7 billion, so 7.5, right? This was made about back then when it was still 7.5, and now it's in the 8s, okay? And his response is, well, most of those lives aren't worth living. Anyway, he says, most of humanity in Africa, India, and China, the mass of humanity, are living in squalor, not in lemon squalor, are living in squalor. Carry on. They'd be better off dead, is what he's saying. The world, talk about, he's giving you, he's imparting to you his new world order. The world would be better off without them. Okay? And if you look at that, the way this devil tries to portray it now, let's see. What did he say? India, Africa, and what? Slovakia. Anyway. And America will be first. Okay. Here's the point. Okay. These devils know that they have to take down America before they can bring in their new world order. And he's going to tell you why right here. She said that. Yes. Well, as our friend Henry Kissinger said, Henry Kissinger is part of this NWO. So he's telling you what their plans are from. This is a real dude. This isn't, part of this movie. Kissinger's a real dude. Going back to World War II. Look up what he did to his so-called own people in World War II. What did he say? A strong America is the only thing standing in the way of what? The NWO. So they're coming straight out and telling you. We have foreign troops on the ground now. Okay? This is significant with what we're about to watch on Dabu 7. We have foreign troops on the ground now. What kind of foreign troops? See, people right now, what they see coming across the border, they think that America has sold out and they're allowing these other countries to come in and take America down. No, that's not what's going on. We're going to show you what's going on. The foreign troops that are coming in right now are UN troops that are going to lock this place down in martial law. Okay, we have foreign troops under the UN banner. The United Nations are going to lock this place down in martial law. Okay? The country only needs a little chaos. Now, where's the chaos coming from? You got Chinese nationals being brought across the border, and then you got a bunch of Latinos. The Latinos are bringing the chaos. Okay? Over the border right now. After they suspended the laws for a second or whatever they're doing. And then you got the foreign nationals under the UN banner. What does it say? Foreign troops, UN, and the chaos are the so-called illegals, the Northern Kingdom, the Latinos, if you will. That's how they're going to produce this chaos. Another way they're going to produce the chaos is to flare up the racist rhetoric, what Joe Biden was doing while he simultaneously made a speech with Negroes. You got the white supremacists out there marching. He's talking about white supremacists while they're marching a coordinated effort. Country only needs a little chaos. They're bringing the chaos. It's part of the plan. The American people. She says, yeah, but the American people are resourceful and they can take a little punishment. And his reply is, she said, what's to come if the citizens rise up? So there's going to be an uprising. Okay? A planned uprising. And they're fomenting it right now. How are they doing it? They're causing division between the people. They're saying the worst thing on the face of the earth is white supremacy, which is true. But how do the white people, how are they taking that? Okay? He says, yes, well, when parents see their children starving, how are they going to be starving? They've been cutting out the food programs, destroying the food processing plants. There's no food at the Walmart, at the grocery stores. They flooded out California and destroyed the crops. Okay, this is all going according to their plan. Families hauled away to what? See, this is the plan. Okay, all of this goes into the CHIP. Okay, what is the CHIP? The CHIP, California Highway Patrols. Okay, that thing that they're going to make you put in your right hand or in your forehead, Nate. All right, for imprisonment or worse. Then, yes, we expect some resistance. You expect some resistance, you're creating it at first. But the vanity of nationalism will quickly fade. The people will beg for help, any help. One more. These are the birth pangs of change. Okay, so let's end that. All right, now let's watch them bring the UN troops, right? Foreign troops under the UN banner. This is today. Let's see if they're going to play it without a.
This is Dabu 7. We now have.
Okay, so it's Dabu 7, 52 minutes ago. 7-7. Heads up. Chinese migrants are landing on Florida's beaches. 23,000 migrant encounters in March alone. So these are the ones that are the UN troops. The others, the so-called Latinos or the Northern Kingdom, are going to bring the chaos. Okay? That was being spoken of in the plan. Okay?
Chinese migrants coming to shore in Florida, here, mainland USA, coming up onto the shores, some escaping into the country to never be seen again, others getting apprehended, and it's got a lot of people saying, what is really going on? Now, we know this whole Title 42 thing's in motion with the southern border, and we've seen a lot of Hispanics coming in from Latin America, Mexico.
Okay, so this is the plan. Everybody knows it, but they don't know what's going on. They keep saying Red Dawn. It's not Red Dawn. Red Dawn was about Russia taking America down. That's not what we see. We see a prison camp coming. That the guy broke down. He broke down the FEMA camps.
Venezuela, countries like that. But China is nowhere close to our country. And for these individuals to be coming in, they've literally got to be crossing the big pond in a boat.
And that is the UN. That's the United Nations.
Being flown here, something. They're being brought here. And that costs money, takes fuel, energy. And from that far of a distance, that's a huge haul.
So who's doing it?
These people swimming up onto our shores. People on the beaches down near Miami freaking out. We had a Detroit resident named Marvin say that he witnessed this, saw 3 helicopters swoop in outside of his hotel. Then they were swarming these migrants, rounding them up, of which they said they caught 10. They said that there was a total of 15, that they came in on the boat that you see here to the left, and that I guess the other 5 got away because they've only arrested 10, although they admit 15 came in just on this one boat. Now, they have encountered 23,000 migrants just in 1 month alone in this area. We are getting invaded like never before. They're coming in from all angles, just washing right up on the beaches and then taking off into the country. So I urge folks out there, if you see something crazy happening on the shoreline, on the beaches, where people are just washing up and then disappearing into the country, you need to say something, you need to do something. We've got to act on this. We can't just sit back and watch people infiltrating our country left and right. But yet, that is exactly what's happening by the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's soon to be millions. Nobody stops it. So we're not on board with these governors that are shipping them into the interior of the country. You should be shipping them out, and that's it. If they want to come here, they come here legally, just like you have to go to any other country. It has to be legally or you get kicked out. No exceptions. So, we got an invasion going on if anyone cares.
And it's not an invasion, okay? Not an invasion to overthrow America. They're firmly in control. Okay, let's do the math. Why would the American officials allow this to happen? They're creating it. We're not just getting ran up on. They're opening the doors. They're letting these people come through. Why are they doing that? Okay? Because the plan is to lock it down after the chaos. So they need the chaos. What is the chaos? This is the chaos. Okay, thanks, Dabu. Now we're going to go to Franchi. This happened yesterday. I saw this video yesterday, so I'm going to expound upon the video that I made yesterday. Okay, so this is Next News Network, one day ago yesterday. Patriot Front's D.C. march. A right-wing distraction or Biden's white supremacy cover. Why did Biden go to Howard University in front of a bunch of Negroes and say that white supremacy is the problem? And then at the very same moment, these guys, these white supremacists, are marching on D.C. How did that happen? Because it's a coordinated effort. Now, if we go down and we read, right, these comments, feds, patriots don't cover their faces like cowards. You should be able to get the papers they filled out to march at D.C. There has to be names of the people who set up this march. Says the people that put this in office should be the ones that live in this crap, not the ones that did not vote for it. Oh, you're stupid. Everybody's in the same boat. Everybody is being made to fight against each other, bring the chaos so that they can lock this place down. Let's do the math. All right. The government is the one letting them through. Okay. Both wings, the right and the left. Okay? Texas is a red state, is it not? Well, they're letting the people go through. All right? Because they're all part of it at the top. All right? Definitely feds, all of them are in top physical shape, and the fact that D.C. law enforcement were helping. Okay, so this is all orchestrated. All right, this is just the coordination. This guy is speaking on white supremacy, saying it's the worst thing ever. And then they got these guys, right, doing a march. What are they doing? They're stirring this thing up. All right. White people right now are very scared. You got the president of the United States saying white people are the problem. Now and they are the problem, and they don't like to be told that. They hate the truth. All right? But they're using the problem to do what? To cause chaos. Why? To bring in the UN troops, just like these guys said. All right? This guy was breaking it down. What about the UN troops? He broke it down. All right, here's the plan. They're doing it. Okay, let's watch this.
Amid the rising clamor of President Biden's speech at Howard University, their parade, an anomaly in the landscape of right-wing demonstrations, stirred a whirlwind of questions. Are they a genuine group or a well-orchestrated distraction to draw attention away from Biden's comments on white supremacy? Unmask the truth, subscribe, enable notifications for the latest insights on the Patriot Front. As the sun rose over Washington, D.C. on Saturday, an unusual sight unfolded. That's right, the Patriot Front, dressed in uniform attire, hiding behind masks and waving identical flags, began their march, and so did Joe Biden's march to divide this nation. The Patriot Front, often cast in the media as a right-wing group, orchestrated a synchronized parade far from the usual open-face assertiveness of other right-wing organizations. Despite the widespread mockery from across the political spectrum, the group moved in step, protected and guided by law enforcement. These officers, while maintaining the peace and separating counter-protesters, also inadvertently obstructed anyone seeking to trace the group's destination as they disappeared down the stairs into the metro. This enigmatic exit highlighted the special treatment the group seemed to receive, raising eyebrows and inciting criticism. Simultaneously, President Biden was delivering a commencement speech at Howard University, proclaiming white supremacy as the nation's most significant threat. Take a look.
Stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. And I'm not saying this because I'm at a black HBCU. I say it wherever I go.
As if on cue, the Patriot Front appeared on the scene, marching through Washington, D.C., sparking speculations about whether their arrival served as a convenient cover for the president's controversial remarks. Critics were quick to note the timing while the group's members march in unison under the veil of anonymity, claiming to be proud. Their hidden faces tell a different story. This paradox has led many to question their motives and the group's authenticity. Typical right-wing groups don't hide behind masks, they openly voice their opinions, which has led to further skepticism about the Patriot Front's real affiliations. The group's unusual modus operandi, the strategic timing of their march, and their closely guarded anonymity all contribute to an air of mystery. Their presence seems to be a convenient distraction whenever the issue of white supremacy becomes a topic of national conversation. Critics wonder if this is merely a cynical and transparent strategy of performance with hidden motives that are yet to be revealed. And as the day ended, the group vanished. The streets of Washington, D.C. fell quiet, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. The mask of the Patriot Front remains a symbol of their paradoxical presence in the right-wing landscape. And as the march ended, but the search for answers has only just begun. In the wake of the Patriot Front's march, their masks and flags leave us with more questions than answer. Their unusual approach, hidden faces, and the impeccable timing of their demonstration against the backdrop of Biden's controversial remarks on white supremacy continue to fuel speculation. As we unmask this enigma, one thing is clear: the narrative around the Patriot Front is far from over. This is a story that promises more twists and turns, challenging our understanding of political demonstrations. For now, we wait, watch, and question who truly is the Patriot Front and what is their endgame. Let's continue the conversation in the comments below for the Next News Network. I'm Gary.
Let's do it. Let's look at the comments. So it's pretty, who can't see what is going on? Let me go down here. He's doing his best to create civil upheaval in America. This is right on point. Okay. Oh, Obama started it. Well, there's your civil upheaval. You got that right, Sarah. Right? Hate is a deep, deep, dark hole that I've been told to never have in my heart. Yeah, right. Guess what? Okay. Guess what? Hate is a deep. We're gonna take this out. All right. Have in my heart. Okay. Let's figure that out. There, Esa. Joe Biden is really pushing the envelope for me. Yep. That's the way it's gonna go down. This is a false flag. So as we can see, what they're doing is they're bringing their NWO. They have to lock this place down with the UN. They got to cause chaos first. Everything that this guy said. All right? Now, why are they doing all of this? Genesis 27 and 41. He said, you don't have hate in your heart. Oh, Genesis 27:41, and Esau hated, there it is, liar, hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, oops, there's the hate, in your heart, Esau. Stop lying. The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Kill. Kill. Okay? And they're setting up the turkey shoot. They're setting up you Jakes for the downfall. Okay? Let's get that. Here's the setup. Okay? Psalm 83 and 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, who hates? They that hate thee, that's Esau hating his brother, have lifted up the head. They, all of them, is going to go down and name them off, starting with the tabernacles of Edom, so-called white men, the Arabs, the Chinese. Why are the Chinese nationals coming over? Why are all those black people coming in looking like they're us, but they're not? Those are Africans, okay? Japanese, small hats. Not the Palestinians, those are Arabs. Palestinians, so-called Palestinians are Arab. These Philistines are so-called Africans. So what are they doing? They have taken crafty counsel. What is that crafty counsel? NWO. Against thy people, and consulted against thy head. We're the hidden ones. Right? They got the hidden ones coming over to make war with them. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Now they're trying to put their plan, their consulted plan, their crafty counsel, they're trying to bring it to fruition. Okay? So get yourself ready, repent, understand the name of the Most High and the Son, right, which is where you find salvation. All right, so I'm going to cut it off right there. All right, this is doing the math. Let's do the math. With that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and few sisters, keep your head up, watch out. Shalom.